You see, COVID-19 has left us unhinged. We are fragmented and out of alignment. Can you feel it? Yeah. And this is having all sorts of effects on us. And what's happening is that we're disjointed. And we're squeezing ourselves into these tiny little digital rectangles where you only see our bobbing heads and moving mouths, right? And this shrinks our authentic presence. It flattens our voices, it disengages our bodies, and it sucks the life out of your virtual conversations. Basically, knowledge, data, facts, all that stuff rule. Yeah, that rules fully, and that might be okay for you left-brain people out here. But it's not proportionate. We're out of proportion. So what we're doing is we're blatantly ignoring, disregarding, and disengaging our bodies. If I were to draw what this looks like, it would be a very large floating head that is floating on top of a very tiny little stick figure body like that. These are the proportions that we're using right now. And you can see how out of balance this is. And I want to ask you, how can you show up as the best version of yourself if you're only a bobbing head? Right? The answer is simple. You can't. Because your body is the key to unlocking everything. Because what your body does, your authenticity does. What your body does, your presence does. What your body does, your voice does. What your body does, you kind of get the picture. Your body is a book. And the stories that it tells reveals who you are at the core. That's why, before I even start talking about the map that I've got for you here today, you need to trust that your body's got your back and reconnect with your legs and your feet. Yes, you have legs and feet. And a really powerful ritual to get into before you speak to anybody, online or live, is to take off your shoes and socks and walk. Walk around the space that you're in, curling your toes into that floor and thinking to yourself, where are my feet? Where are my knees? Where are my legs? And the next version of that, level 2, is to balance. Here, you leave your head brain and you enter the wide world of your body intelligence. And you and I both know that when you are balanced, you can do anything. So, where were we? Let's get to our map. All right, our first stop here today is none other than this red dot right here. This is your mindset. Your mindset. Heartbeat. We feel most alive when our heart beats the quickest. Think about all those times in your life when your heart beats fast. When you're dancing. When you're in love. When you feel fear. Ooh. Let's unpack that for a second. Related to speaking. Fear is something we all have when we speak in front of audiences. Am I right? Raise your hand if you ever felt fear before speaking in front of audiences. It's everybody, I know. I know, me too. All right? And we humans, we are hardwired to deal with fear in one of 3 ways. We take flight, we fight, or we freeze. And you and I both know that neither of those 3 options are appropriate to do when we're speaking in front of audiences, even though we'd probably want to do one of those. So what do? We need to get control of this thing. We can't manage it completely, right? That's an illusion. But we can manage it a little bit. Because if we don't manage fear, fear will manage us. And in this context, fear is a thief. It steals your ability to relax and to enjoy yourself. And it robs your authenticity.